was kind of an ignorant, Okie-type kid coming from the Midwest during the Depression and the drought. And we never arrived on the West Coast until 1942 down in Los Angeles. And I never went to the same school more than 1 year until I came to East High. And I came to East High in 1946. Moved to Bakersfield in 1945 and went to Washington Junior High School in the middle of the school year. I felt at home at East High when I first hit the place because I had a feeling that maybe I'll be here a little while and maybe I make some friends. And East High was kind of a renaissance for me in my life. My life took off, I think, in a positive way when I hit East High. Well, I wasn't a very good student. When I chose a major, I tried to find the easiest thing I think I could do, and my parents didn't care, so I took general shop. If you know me, my hands just don't fit a wrench, that's for sure. Even to this day, I'm not much of a handyman, but I took general shop, and that's what I graduated from East High into with a general shop major. And I learned a lot of stuff, but as far as practicality for me, I wasn't inclined to be a craftsman. I just wasn't that put together that way. Well, I played football for 3 years, and I was on track for 4 years, and I had some good coaches along the way, and we were pretty successful. When I was going here to East High, our athletic teams were quite successful, particularly when we had to compete against BHS or KC, they called it in those days, across town when they had 5,000 students. And my senior year, we had 1,500. Yet we competed head-on-head with them, and that's the year we beat them in football. Well, that was a time right after that. That's when the Korean War started. And like thousands of other young men, I went into the service, went into the Navy, and I spent 13 months over on the battle lines off of North Korea for 13 months. When I was there, I made up my mind on what I wanted to be when I came out. I wanted to be like those teachers at East High that had such an effect on me. That's what I wanted to be. I wanted to teach, and I wanted to coach. Went to Bakersfield College for 2 years, and then went to San Jose State University for 3 years. Got my master's degree, received a Crown Zellerby Fellowship for my graduate work at San Jose State University. Got my master's and came back, and lo and behold, I ended up teaching at East High. My first year teaching was at East High in 1959. I thought I'd died and gone to heaven. Yeah, I was there working among and around the teachers I so greatly respected, whose influence precipitated me to go into education in the first place. I was a specialist in special education. I had a regular teaching credential, and I did teach some regular classes in conjunction, but my main focus was on special education students, which is my first love of teaching, is with special education. And so I kind of developed a special education program here at East High, and then I coached football and track. My first year I came out, and I was a head C football coach. And oh boy, I just had 1 year of backfield coaching in my student teaching until I came in. I had 150 kids out of football the first day, and I had one assistant. And boy, it took us 2 days to get them in uniforms, because in those days they didn't have Pop Warner or whatever they have now. They didn't know how to put their uniforms on, so it took me 2 days to get them in uniforms if I could find them. I had to tape some of them on the kids because they didn't fit them. In '67, I went full-time at the district office. That was the end of my teaching career. My happiest time in education was my first year, when I was coaching and teaching, and I was in euphoria at that time. I never had that feeling again. We were successful in developing special ed and that, but as far as my own personal reward of feeling good was that's my first year teaching, when I had come back among my coaches and teachers and became a comrade. It was quite an experience.